Ladies and gents, I really had no idea that real fake news is among us right here. But we have multiple sources giving Meatball a treat, but also multiple sources telling us that Melvin Capital closed out of its short positions in the first quarter, which, if true, would be some serious FUD and would hurt the confidence of many people in the stock. That's why it's not true. That's why we're giving you guys the bullish AF report on AMC and GME right now. Melvin had a major short position. That's the start of all of this. They're the OG bad guy when it comes to hedge funds versus the little guys versus the ape investors here. Not only is institutional investor reporting on this, but we're also seeing Benzinga report on this here. GameStop Corporation, Melvin Hedge Fund, Melvin Capital Management, at the heart of GameStop Core, short squeeze frenzy, closed out all of its public short positions in the first quarter. This includes GameStop, AMC Networks. Wait, what the heck is AMCX? That's not even the right. That's not even the right ticker symbol. Benzinga, come on. Let's actually give you a little bit of insight into why the 13F is inaccurate and the trends and data that you need to understand, right? We might have taken a look at Ortex at the short interest changing from the scanner that we trust, right? The one that scans over 85% of the market and tells us whether or not the short interest truly is changing, down from above 20% the week before and now showing us decreasing numbers each and every day. This would be some serious FUD if we didn't have warriors, heroes like Auto Drafter 2020. So give them a thumbs up there. The article is going to be in the description down below. And if this video isn't quite up to 1,500 likes yet, go ahead and drop a like on this video to show it to the fake news spreaders, to tell them that no, you are not going to stand. We are going to put out this video to strongly shout from the tops of the heavens, hey, you are picking on the wrong guy here. And if you don't see 1,500 likes yet, comment out which like you are, and here we go. Melvin Capital previously showed a 6 million put position on GME on the 13F filing they released today. This position is nowhere to be found. Here's a little thumbs up for Auto Drafter 2020. Does this mean that Melvin covered? No. All this means is that they requested confidential treatment on all their put positions again. You can see they did this with the previous filing. Melvin chose to redact large put positions from their previous 13F filing by requesting confidential treatment on them. Well, the SEC denied their confidential treatment request and they were forced to amend their 13F filings with these put positions nearly 2 months after the original filing. All they did was then kick the can down the road, and the SEC works about as fast as the DMV. So it took them about 2 months to deny their request. Now Melvin has done the exact same thing with this filing. They have simply redacted all of their put positions from this 13F filing, requested confidential treatment from the SEC on all these positions, and will wait another 2 months before they have to amend them again. From their previous filing, just read the blueprint here. Well, don't read the blueprint, read this. This filing lists securities holdings reported on the Form 13F filed February 16th pursuant to a request for confidential treatment and for which certain holdings were voluntarily withdrawn from the confidential treatment request. This comes back to data transparency, being able to not withhold this kind of information. That would really be important since we're putting all of our money, all of our attendees, all of our attention on these stocks to not be able to, voluntarily retract information, kind of like retracting bad report card information. Yeah, we're all really looking for you to be transparent on this in order to get into the college of your dreams, Melvin. Seems like you're going to state school. Not that there's anything wrong with that, Melvin. A lot of folks are saying, but put positions don't really matter. This is mostly true. However, on the flip side, there are a lot of apes who think Melvin may have closed their positions because of this. And the point of this post is to prove they didn't. Their puts very well could have been expired, but it's certainly not a coincidence that all of their put positions mysteriously disappeared at the same time. Too long didn't read. Melvin did not cover their shorts. They're hiding their puts from the public, and this isn't just the only this isn't just the only point that we're trying to make here, right? These are put positions here. You can also look on Superstonk yourself to be able to take a sneaky peek at how Melvin is able to play around with 13F forms at any time they want. Right, so it looks like Melvin has something to hide. They requested confidential filings of ownership in the latest 13F amendment, right? Melvin's long portfolio is up, blah, 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 in Q1 2021. So using that link in the description, we'll be able to get you halfway to the research that you need to do. Be able to jump on the boat of financial literacy, of passive of income, and of financial freedom. The downtrend that I drew here, this blue line, is the one that is following from 100% Fibonacci retracement at the beginning of January squeeze all the way down to the price action we're currently experiencing directly on and slightly below the 50% retracement at 1280. And so right now is a critical level of support, because if we can return back to 61.8, that is the level that we rejected at the March squeeze. This price action here for AMC was where we were looking strongly for a sign that we can build more momentum past this level. Now, since that Thursday rip from last week, caused by good old silverback Adam Aaron, as well as frenzied buying from hashtag AM Squeeze going to #1 trending on Twitter, we had a brand new level of support that I drew here. It acted as support briefly and then plummeted below, and now acts as our brand new resistance. At the very least, in terms of the cosmics speed limits, this is far into the next level of retracement here, which we are, let me actually get rid of this so we can take a look. Boom, 78.6%. So one of the other things that we want to focus on is the fact that we have been able to break out of this this downtrend, and again we were following the track of how to squeeze with these two bottom rules that I wrote out. Two ways to squeeze. #1, just get the price action up as high as possible, causing gamma to start squeezing itself through delta hedging, or causing margin calls, which we saw a good amount of last week when the price action of the market and AMC and GME were running inverse to each other, right? That's a good sign that a couple of smaller firms that are short AMC and GME started to get margin called. The 240% cost to borrow was also a red flag. The other way is to start raising those requirements, which I just put out a video about. So if you guys haven't seen that one, about what the SEC is planning to do, what the DTCC is planning to do, they're working in tandem after that congressional hearing to try and end this risky rehypothecation business, this risky counterfeit shorting business, by taking it into their own hands. Let's see. The only things that I want to be able to also keep in mind for you as guys is that if we take a look at GME's price action here, we can draw the exact same downtrend to be able to take a look at where GME is going to have moments of strength here. This downtrend also tracks piece by piece, but you'll notice that we don't have a breakout here until very recently. We are now forcing GME's price action to start having its own breakout from this 0% retracement here and try to retake the 23.6% at 230. So that is still $60 away. But we do have very few levels of resistance between our price action here and that level of retracement. The last time we were at 61.8 was also during the March squeeze, but only momentarily. We rose to 350 and then slammed back down to earth at 170. And if you guys don't want to be able to restrict yourself when the next squeeze happens, then make sure that you have taken a chance to look at Webull and given yourself 2 free stocks in the meantime. That's that link in the description down below, as well as being able to consider supporting the show by pressing that join button next to the subscribe button, or by pressing the Patreon link in the description below. Thank you guys for joining in, and as always, we'll see you in the money. Peace.